Women and men in pink rally in support of Lindsay Clancy at her trial for killing her 3 children.
One message, and that message is that it should not take tragedy for people to start paying attention to mental health.
She's like, this is so self-centered. Holy shit, it shouldn't take tragedy to start talking about mental health. Like, what about the tragedy itself? Like, I feel like you've gone so far in the other direction that you are ignoring the fact that a tragedy occurred. Like, the shirt that you made says maternal mental health matters. How about the physical well-being and health and livelihood of innocent children? Am I losing my fucking mind here? Maternal mental health matters. Like, how fucking dare you? Like, what? Holy shit.
And I organized the Stand in Peace for Lindsay.
Children lives matter. People's lives matter. Like, the lives of the innocent matters more than the mental health of mothers. I don't care if that's controversial, yet the young children's their right to exist and to not be strangled trumps women's postpartum mental health by far. I don't give a fuck.
The event today at the Plymouth Superior Courthouse.
Jesus Christ, like, and then to attend this as well? I mean, if you think this shit, you have to wonder, like, what kind of a society do we have to where we approve of this? Like, they don't feel any shame to, like, hide with these opinions. Like, even if this was, like, a silent majority or some insane shit, they're at least silent. These people are loud and vocal of their support for this monster.
I organized it because there was just one day in court that Lindsay was in shambles, and I couldn't stop thinking about her.
I couldn't stop thinking about her. This is just like all one big drama series for these women. I think this just comes down to true crime brain, Netflix real life murder case mystery brain. Everything has become like a drama that you can involve and pick your favorite characters and develop these fan fictions in your head. And then this is like the final boss of that. And these people are sick.
We had hundreds of people here at the courthouse today, women and men.
Okay, hold on. Just a complete side note. She didn't even make a heart.
Today, women.
That's not a heart. She just went like this, like an Illuminati symbol. It's not that hard. You literally, very easy.
Women and men dressed in pink in support of Lindsay and to raise.
She needed help. Oh my God. How is this real, dude? If I see someone wearing this shit, I feel like I have to confront them. If I see someone wearing this shit, I'm going to ask them what their shirt is. I am going to press them and make them tell me that they support child murder.
Awareness for postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis, and mental health crisis all over the world.
It was wonderful to see so many women come together to support such a wonderful cause. I think that the intention of gathering today was strictly to show our support. We wanted Lindsay, her legal team, and the public to know that regardless of what happened in that house in January of 2023, we understand that Lindsay—
Hold on a second. You have to be so careful with what you say next, because you're saying regardless of what happened, regardless of the murder, right? So if we are disregarding the murder, if your premise is what I'm about to say can be said ignoring the murder, then it better be a fucking good argument.
Lindsay asked for help and it was not given. And as women, we understand that that was a failure, and regardless, she deserved better.
I know she appreciates the outpouring of support from all these.
Who the fuck are you, dude? Some old fucking, like, some dinosaur. He's on the way out. Who does he even know? Like, is this guy just in this for the money? Who even knows what this guy is doing?
People, it's amazing.
It's
We're
amazing.
Here to send one message.
Wow. 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 This is like a cortisol nuke right now. I do not feel good looking at this stuff. That this is such a black pill on our society that this is like an outpouring of support. This is from CNN.
We're here to send one message. And that message is that it should not take tragedy for people to start paying attention to mental health.
Jesus. You think they would ever say this? Like, not that you should say this, but I'm just wondering, like, we can all agree that this is a double standard. Like, it's so obvious that it's not about mental health because it's not across the board. If there was, like, a white kid, a young white man struggling with mental health, and he shot up a school, and he was talking about all of his mental health struggles, I guarantee you not a single one of these women would show their support for mental health. It shouldn't take tragedy to talk about mental health. None of them would do this. I'm not saying that they should. I'm just saying that there's such an obvious, blatant double standard here. And it all comes down to one thing, which is that they are radical feminists. They are radically, uncritically supporting this person because they are a woman. That's it. Check the suicide rates for men and women and then see who really doesn't get any help. That's also obviously true, right? Why even use the extreme example where the man has to go out and murder people for him to, get a mental health support when you look every day and the suicide rates are obviously disproportionately affecting men? They don't care. None of these people would ever help a men's mental health charity. They would rather go outside of a courthouse and support a woman who strangled her fucking children to death and take photos and Instagram the whole thing than give a drop of support to people who actually need it. It's disgusting and it's shameless. It honestly is very shameless.
I believe that women deserve support, and Lindsay didn't receive the support that she deserved.
I believe that women deserve support.
We love you, Lindsay, and
Jesus
we're here for you.
We're here to show support and love for her.
More than 100 people demonstrated outside of Plymouth Superior Courthouse on Thursday morning for Lindsay Clancy.
You guys see that? You guys see that?
Courthouse.
Literal child here. I wonder, when this child gets older, if there's any chance that this footage will be shown to her or him. I think this is the little girl. It makes me so sick to my stomach. Like, you have a stroller here. These people are all clapping because they think it's permissible to murder infants.
On Thursday morning.
Disgusting. What a disgusting person.
For
what
Lindsay
a monster.
Clancy, the mother facing triple murder charges for fatally strangling her 3 young children. Her legal team is making the case of an insanity defense and says she suffered from postpartum psychosis. The tragedy has shed a spotlight on maternal mental health, and Lindsay's supporters say treatments of postpartum illnesses needs a reckoning.
My goal today is to support the postpartum health of women. I have 5 children. I feel like anyone who has had kids understands that postpartum period. Lindsay Clancy was begging for help from everything we can see, and I don't think she got it.
Professionally, it hits me, and personally, it hits me with mental.
Does this say registered physician? Retired pediatric nurse.
It hits me, and personally, it hits me with mental health. We've done a really bad job of recognizing that just because somebody says that they're doing okay, doesn't mean that they're doing okay.
I'm here supporting Lindsay because I've been through what Lindsay's going through and been failed with mental.
Just, we're excusing murder. That's where we are, is murder can be excused if there are certain circumstances that we can use to justify it. Like, genuinely, what's the most common murder excuse or murder justification, right? It's self-defense. If someone comes at you with a gun, you shoot them back before they can shoot you. Justified, right? I'm really trying to think, like, when else is it okay to, like, when else ever can you justify? I don't know. Am I going insane? It's murder!
Mental health.
She was failed. She was let down. So many women suffer from postpartum, and they don't always get help that they need.
It means a lot to me because I can.
No, hey, Cheeto, it's okay. You can kill people and say, but I was sad when I did it. Like, that's what I'm hearing.
I can feel that pain and that disparity.
Like, these women, like, oh my God. Like, as a man, I feel like, I want to be careful with what I say here, but I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm a little bit fucked. Like, I missed the window to, like, get married and be happy. Like, genuinely, I feel like I missed the window. Like, I think you had to get married before, like, 2010. Everything past that point is, like, it's over. I legit don't even know how I'm going to, like, find the one. Like, this to me is just like, you know how we used to look at the women who were like, oh, kill all men on TikTok, and we would all say that the women were crazy and stuff, and they were crazy. I'm on the point where I'm looking at women and I'm like, is every woman just a kill all men woman? I look back, I'm like, oh, these women are crazy. Is every woman just, are they all just, like, insane? Oh my God. I'm really trying to keep a positive mindset, but it's like, clearly the market has changed. The rules have changed. Where do I even go? Where do I even find my wife at this point? Like, you go outside and you look at these people and they work normal jobs. Like, where do I go and find? I don't even know. It's just, to me, this, like,
the mother.
I'm not trying to be selfish about it, but I'm just like, dude, you look at young women, the women who are around my age, who I'm supposed to be dating, it's like they're radical feminists. They are literally extremely left wing. They are like, there's a polar opposites where it's like the men are more right wing than ever and the women are more left wing than ever. And I honestly am not even that extreme in my politics. Like, I don't, like I told you, I don't even watch the news. I honestly don't even care about politics that much these days. I used to be more interested in it, but I don't follow the news. Current events don't really interest me. Stuff like this is just it's so mind-blowing that this is even up for debate. Like, I'm just tapped out. Like, is it just GG? Like, is it over?
And Clancy supporters see her lawyer, Kevin Reddington, as a crusader for postpartum health care.
And Lindsay's here. Oh, it's Reddington. God bless Kevin. God bless him. We do love Kevin. Kevin is so instrumental in this process because he's given a voice to all these women that have had no voice for so long. We're so grateful that somebody's hearing us.
I just hope I respawn like 100 years ago. I probably would have killed it in the 1920s. Like, honestly, I don't know. Jesus, I can't even look at this stuff. This stuff is so sick to me.
What kind of sister-in-laws and friends do you have? One of your friends could just on a whim strangle their children to death?
I really do believe that she went into a state of psychosis.
Okay, let's address this. Mental health. You know what's convenient with people that suffer from mental health? They always seem to take it out on defenseless targets, people that aren't going to fight back. Isn't that fucking convenient? Now, if you know about the Lindsay Clancy story, she did it when her husband was at work and came back. Quite a convenient time. She didn't do that when he was around. Oh, yeah, that's convenient. And also, why defenseless children? Why didn't you try and strangle, some Russian bouncer to death? Because you would get your ass kicked, right? This is the thing that always gets me with these people that I lose control. Oh no! It's like they always seem to lose control with the most convenient targets.
That's a really good point. I've never thought about that, right? If you're in complete psychosis, if you no longer have control over your actions, then how come every time someone is like this, they just end up getting someone who they can defeat in a physical altercation? Like, that just seems an odd thing to have time and time again. Because you'd think if they had no control, then the target selection would be completely random, but it's not.
That lets them just totally dominate them, and their victim has no way of fighting back.
Right.
Quite convenient, right? Quite convenient. The Lindsay Clancy's of the world, they don't try and strangle a cop, right? And even if she was psychotic, okay, then it's time to put her down, right? Like, if a dog did that, like a rabid dog did that, it's like, okay, well, we need to get rid of the dog.
Bro.
Of course.
Yeah.
So beat up and just so...
That's actually funny.
sad.
Oh,
A
poor,
rabid
she's
dog.
feeling a bit sad. Oh.
Proud, I think. That's awesome.
Tell her we love her.
Tell her we love her. You love her? If you love her, then I hate you.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's also not that... You can tell how subversive this is because this is mask off. Like, it's not about mental health anymore. Like, it's about idolatry. It's like we worship this woman, right? It's not just mental health. It's like this woman, we only know about her because she killed her kids and we love her. That's it.
Crowd of about 200 to 300 people
cheering her.
Yeah, I think like this is like the time to make an example. Like, death penalty has to be on the table just to make an example. Like, some people are just so fucking bad that they literally have to die so that an example is made out of them. Like, if like Jeffrey Epstein, like he should have like euthanized or electric chaired and it should have been streamed to the entire world. Like, that sort of stuff has to happen to send a message to people about what exactly flies and what doesn't. And she would be a perfect candidate for sending a message to these retarded, evil idiots. The problem with calling them retarded idiots, though, is that it's giving them almost like a get out of jail free card, because then, like they're just stupid, right? You're kind of discrediting them. Like, no, these people, like, they're not even stupid. They're just evil. Like, they understand exactly what's happening. Their comprehension is there. Like, they actually aren't retards, which is why it's scary. I think if they were all retards, it would be way easier to ignore them, but they aren't. So they're just like vicious, evil people.
Going by in a van as she's going to court, like she won like the Medal of Honor or something. Like, holy shit! It just blows my mind how shit normies are.
I hope when this is all over that the medical field gets, held responsible for some.
The medical field, yeah. Let's blame literally everything other than her. Everything else except her is the problem.
Right. She tried desperately to get help, and it wasn't there.
This is like a fundamental issue with people on the left. They are allergic to personal
accountability.
They can.
I was literally going to say this, right? It is always something. The people, they were failed by something, right? Capitalism failed them. If it's like a black person who does crime, the white supremacist state failed them. We failed them. It's like they can never look at an individual, part of a minority group, who did something bad and hold them responsible. There's always somebody else to blame. Always.
I cannot say this person fucked up because they are bad.
Yes.
They cannot say it.
Literally.
It's the system. It's the
I gotta like this video. He's actually nailing it. These are absolutely perfectly made points.
Medical field. It's just like they can't just say this person is shit. They can't say it. Now, conservatives have a different problem. They're allergic to talking about, systemic problems. But with the left, this is a prime example of their total blind spot.
We're calling women minorities now? Well, they're not minorities literally, but when I say minority, I'm more so referencing the idea of like somebody with a perceived level of disadvantage, right? And the reason people perceive women to have a disadvantage is because of things like limited access to abortion, or like the historical, you know, like, oh, women haven't had the right to vote up until 100 years ago, or like in the Middle East, they just got the freedom to drive and stuff like that, right? Or like the idea that we live in a patriarchy. Women are not minorities, but when I use the word minorities, I'm using it to describe a perceived status of disenfranchisement.
To this reality.
Whether she's guilty, innocent, it doesn't really matter.
That's the only thing that matters, you stupid fucking boomer. Fuck you. That's the only thing that matters. Is this person guilty or innocent? What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Lives are gone. And so, just get to the truth.
Yeah, just be sad. Just be sad. Never be spiteful. Never have any feeling of anger. Just be sad and mope around all fucking day. So you see what I'm saying? These are people that aren't on the periphery of society. These are people that are your neighbors. These are people that are teachers, lawyers, office workers. These people aren't, cast out from the town and they're like witches living in a shack. Think about how depraved these people are, right? And some of them were saying that, oh, it could be like my, my friends or my sister and whatever, right? If someone said they were a supporter of this woman, you are out of my fucking life. Even if it was like a family member, or even if it's like someone was like, well, you see, nope, can't do it. You cannot be in my presence, right? You're fucking out. These people fit seamlessly into society because normies don't seem to give these people the level of spite that I think these people deserve.
I think that your personal peace and your relationships are worth protecting, and I generally really do not like allowing for political disagreement to infringe on my own happiness and my relationships. I think I have to make an exception for this, though. Like, I don't really know how I would be friends with somebody who supports this woman. Like, this is literally a murdering children. Like, there is literally nothing worse than this. There's nothing. Like, there's things equal to it probably, right? Like, if, other ways to harm children. I don't want to be graphic or get into it, but it's like, there's nothing. That's it.
These people deserve to be shunned in their life. The thing that gets me is, right, I can't get a job at a corporate job, right? I couldn't make it past, the interview process. I couldn't get past HR. They wouldn't like this take or that take or whatever, and they'll just like, society shuns me, right? Me, I am like a stand-in for you. If I were to like put my finger on what my audience is, I would say it's someone that is pretty much someone that is kind of third party politically, someone that is, on the outskirts of society that doesn't quite fit into like the normie world. And that can go in many different directions after that. But basically what I'm saying is that, you, me, we're the weird ones, right? We are the people that don't get jobs, have to tiptoe around what we're saying to not get like a knock on the door by the British police or, to get like our social media accounts banned. We're the ones that have to fucking, tiptoe, right? We're the weird ones. We're the basement dwellers. We're the neckbeards. We're the people on the outskirts of society. But
I don't know if I would say that, but I think I get where he's going. Like, he's basically saying that, you're like skeptical of the two-party system. You kind of don't like a lot of the, societal standards that have creeped their way into the mainstream over the past few years. And I agree with that for sure. I don't like, being called a neckbeard or something, but I get where he's going. I mean, I get what the point he's trying to make is, so I'm going to give it a little bit of charity.
They're not. Do you see what I'm getting at here? These are the people touching grass. You see these pictures of Lindsay Clancy, and she's doing like the standard, happy family photos, and you see all of that, and like this person, she wasn't someone on the fringes of society. She was a nurse. She had a husband. She's got all those pictures where she's smiling in front of a camera. By the way, you'll notice that with, like serial killers and stuff. People that are just like straight up just evil. They're always fitting into society, right? They're always touching grass. These are the people touching grass, right? And like,
I don't know enough about serial killers to say that. I don't know enough about it.
The people that are actually...
He's talking to us chuds. I mean, I'm definitely like chud adjacent, but there's certain parts of it that I don't necessarily like. Like, I do like to get outside and enjoy the sun and go into nature, but I also do like to play video games sometimes for weeks on end, so I'm kind of like a little bit of a balancing act.
You know, pretty good at heart. They're the ones that get kicked out of society. What a load of shit. It's just amazing. It's amazing how shit normies are. Like, my expectations were low, but holy shit. Oh
yeah, socially, I'm kind of a chud. I would agree with that. Like, it takes a lot for me to like really get close to somebody, right?
This is like a new low. This is subterranean low. Normally, I like to put a bit of a positive spin on videos, but I really don't have any like positive angle.
It is very hard to be positive here, and this is something I struggle with because whenever I make a video like this, whenever I talk about this sort of stuff, I don't like to leave the viewers feeling completely hopeless and like they feel like it's truly over and they're fully blackpilled, because even if it's true, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to walk around, you know, thinking that everything is fucked forever and there's nothing you can do about it. That's not like a fun way to live your life. No one wants to live your life like that, but if you truly believe it, then it's hard not to, and that's something I struggle with. Like, especially, let's use looks for example. I know black pill can encompass a lot of different things, but let's talk about the looks aspect of the black pill. The idea that you're dealt a hand at birth and that determines a lot of your genetic outcomes, and there's nothing you can really do to change those outcomes. You can try to, you know, obviously do things within your control to appear better, but largely the cards you're dealt are the cards you're dealt, and you just gotta, you know, make the best with what you have, right? The problem is, like, when you know that, when you think about it like that, it's like, it makes you feel trapped. It makes you feel trapped. Like, when you've reached that conclusion, it's like, well, if there's nothing I can do, then what's the point of trying? A lot of black pilled people, they feel that because there's a limit that might be very low for them, then there's no point for even reaching it, right? Like, think about it. If you're born and your limit on attractiveness is a 3 out of 10, but you're currently a 1, even if you can improve by 2 points, what's the point? Like, the 1 out of 10 in looks will be treated the exact same as the 3 out of 10. Going from a 1 to a 3 does not improve your life quality, right? So why try? And for me, I struggle to answer that question sometimes myself, right? Like, if things are fucked, if society's fucked, dating market's fucked, if it all is over, then why try? And it's a really tough thing because I don't want to be the guy that tells my audience don't try, right? But I have to wonder myself why. Like, there are certain things, right? There are other things that are definitely worth trying, like making money, totally doable. This is one of the things, is like, there's a big black pill around the dating market, and that's harder to figure out than making money, right? Because the economy is very fucked, but making money is not impossible. That's one of the things that I would definitely give people hope for, is like, you have tools that no other generations have had access to, and you should be using these tools to learn skills and develop businesses online. There is literally hundreds of thousands of hours of business building content on YouTube that you have access to for free that you should be consuming if you do not have a job or a side hustle that you're building, right? Like, people are like, oh, the economy's fucked, college degree means nothing anymore. And it's like, yeah, that does suck. But one thing I would say is, like, people highly overestimate how hard it is to like earn money and stuff, and how long it takes to like hone in on these skills, right? So I wouldn't necessarily say that the dating market is something I can give you advice on that you can solve, because I don't know the solution to it. But some things that I do talk about that are definitely in a problematic place, they are fixable. Like, there are certain things you can do to, you know, get out of it. What's another example of this? Like, something people black pill on that I think there actually is hope for. Let me think. Okay, I'd say gym is pretty good, because even though you may not be able to, you know, make up for, like, let's say if you're born with like an unattractive face, maybe you can make up for that with gym. But going to the gym is just a great thing, and I barely go. Like, my health is not great, but that's the main thing, is like, the health benefits are insane. Like, you will feel good, you will feel confident, you will feel, you know, healthier. And so those benefits I do think are worth it, right? Like, whether or not the aesthetic, you know, that you get as a result of going to the gym benefits your dating life, it benefits your health tremendously, and it will give you a better state of mind. So it is worth it. There are a lot of things that people black pill on, and so they have to wonder if it's worth it to even try. A lot of those things are worth trying. Some of them I don't know, but some of them I definitely do know, right? And so if you think that there's something that there's like even a 30% chance that you get a good ROI on, I would try it. That's really it. All right, well, that's the video. Good video.